Alright, my first official video. The first video of me on the internet was taken by a man on the side of the street that walked up and started recording me while I was talking to him. He had asked me why was I standing there and why was I holding a sign that said "Demand Peace, Ask Questions, JFK, William Cooper, Phil Schneider." So, I'd like to elaborate on that in person. I don't normally do videos, didn't want to do any videos, but here we go. My name's Kevin. I stand on the side of the street in Virginia, in Woodbridge. I hold a sign that says "Demand Peace, Ask Questions, JFK, William Cooper, Phil Schneider, plus more." The reason I'm doing this, I've worked in government contracts. I've had 4 different clearances and I've worked on top secret sites. What I learned is that the government was not involved in 9/11. However, just like JFK said in his last speech, which you can hear by searching for JFK's last speech online, there is a monolithic organization within the government that has connections to military generals, has connections to religious leaders, has connections to the financial owners of the world. These people are the New World Order. They are the ones that are controlling the planet. They are the ones who are trying to create this New World Order. They are the ones who are committing these horrible crimes. Do I have solid evidence? Of course not. If they left solid evidence laying around, they would just kill anybody who found it. So, no, I don't have the evidence. However, plenty of other people are dead that did have the evidence. Listen to the video on YouTube that says "Mysterious Deaths of 9/11 Witnesses." This is a clue. Listen to JFK's last speech. That's a clue. Listen to William Cooper's speech in 1989 when he's wearing his brown Navy intelligence suit. William Cooper spoke about many things, including a hidden... well, no, he didn't speak about that. William Cooper spoke about many things, but he also mentioned that the CIA had planned an attack in New York and to blame it on a man named Bin Laden, and he said that in his lectures 12 years before it happened. What are the chances? Phil Schneider spoke about a hidden war in Dulce, New Mexico, and deep underground military bases. Alright, now let's look at 9/11. What did it do? Well, it terrorized the country, and it caused us to send our military into third world countries. Why would we do this? Why didn't those countries fight back? Well, if you listen to John Stockwell, who was a CIA operative, he explains why those countries weren't able to fight back. Because the CIA has been running illegal wars in those countries, destabilizing their governments by getting rid of key government officials that would have stood up to us. Well, not even us, but to the attempts of these elite to take over the planet. Alright? Now, 9/11 did something else. It's essentially started World War III. Because we are now occupying certain third world countries. To the best of my knowledge, we haven't recalled any of our troops from all those countries, that they're still out there in those countries occupying them. If you listen to people like Mike Preisner tell you that he went there, he was a part of this, and when he was there and when he came back, he realized that the true enemy was not the people in these third world countries, but really it was the people that were sending us over there. Mike Preisner started March Forward. You should listen to what he has to say. Another person you should listen to is Kay Griggs. Her husband was a military general, and he told her about how these military generals are using their position and they're hiring gang members to stalk truthers and peacemakers like myself. That's why all these people are coming forward and saying that they're targeted individuals. They're being stalked by gang members in most cases, and some secret intelligence agents are always nearby to make sure that the gang members are doing what they're hired to do. So, again, secret intelligence agencies are not evil. The people in them aren't evil. It's key individuals within these agencies. The CIA, the Department of Defense, the NSA. Those people in those agencies are using their position to control and manipulate others. They're basically controlling good people to attack good people. So keep that in mind. Another person you should listen to, or listen to the lectures by, is, or at least the interview of, is Gary McKinnon. Gary McKinnon he exposed a lot of things about NASA. Although one of the things that he didn't quite cover was the true reason behind global warming. It's because we're passing through a radiation field being emitted from the supermassive black hole at the middle of the Milky Way galaxy. NASA discovered that we were doing this when they started taking the temperatures of all the planets in our solar system, because they were witnessing ice plumes on Saturn. This you can look up on the NASA website, www.nasa.gov. The reason why Saturn was having ice plumes is because the core of the planet's heating up, just like Earth, just like all the other planets in our solar system. It's not a solar event that's taking place, it's radiation coming from the black hole. Now, we're passing through the galactic plane. At the center of the galactic plane is a magnetic field that's going to cause the poles of the Earth to flip over. This, in part, is the reason why they've been building the deep underground military bases that Phil Schneider talked about. Another one of the names on my sign. So, listen to Phil Schneider's early lectures about the deep underground military bases and the hidden war in Dulce, New Mexico. He doesn't talk about why they were building the bases, but I'm here to tell you that these cities underground are designed to protect only the people that they hand select to go down there to survive when the poles switch. Or, if they can, create World War III and have a nuclear holocaust ahead of time